have a video, so I can't tell our eating right now. So
It's great.
I worked down a
Fair.
peanut butter sandwich beforehand, so I wouldn't have to do that.
Really, this is actually was supposed to be a food station.
Mmm.
Anyways, speaking of food station, let's answer that call to the hunger.
Eh.
Hey.
Last time we left off,
hey,
you guys, upon the request of your dearest wallaby, braved the Grey Glades, a place of ethereal quality, found beyond the bounds of the strange waterfalls and the rainbows that comprise the Thunder Falls. While in there, you guys experienced some more mindfuckery, as per usual, but eventually did manage to come across the illustrious Leanne Shea, who quickly decided that she would rather hold and squeeze and love on your great, adorable
Mouse friend.
mouse friend. Yes, thank you. Rich Raventail. Decided that rather than feeding you guys progressively to her dogs, during your guys' strange altercation with her, you managed to come away with quite a bit of information. Although probably not as much information as you would have liked. It's certainly not as much as Wallaby would have liked. Main question being, though, from him was, what did Leanne Shea know, or what prompted her to send Archek off towards the Winterlands? Come to find out, Archek was in pursuit of some sort of cage. This device, or this thing, was somehow lost to him, however, in his run-in with Emery and their sudden flight south. Come to find out, he had decided that after abandoning his original attempt to get this cage, he decided to go to the source. Apparently, the Onyx make great cages. And when going there to question about whether or not he could obtain one of these from them, they killed him. So ostensibly, the Onyx create cages that that Wallaby's boss, Jackhold, had interest in, and ostensibly Leanne Shea. And knowledge of this got Archek killed by the Onyx. What else did you learn from this strange Fey-like being? You learned that she called whatever is going on with Cinder, she attributed it to some sort of baby. Something that he apparently might have eaten at some point in time.
Which is not a thing you should do with a baby.
Which is not something you should do with babies. But apparently, it might be consuming him now. And so you can surmise that he must be infected with something.
tapeworms.
With that information in hand, you guys decided to leave the good graces of Leanne and managed to spend some story points to keep all the timey-wimey bullshit of the Grey Glade at bay. Good thing you guys had those story points on hand. So you guys could come out years later. What's
Question.
Up? Yep.
Since there's just kind of a metagame versus, real life. We're starting a new session, so theoretically we get both of our story points back, but we literally just burned them to stop the time dilation. So do we get both of our story points back if we spent them?
Yep.
Or no?
Yep, you're fine.
Okay. I was just curious.
Thanks for the ask. You guys walk out into the area. You walk out and meet back up with Oliver and the gigantic tortoise that he managed to befriend, or maybe more pertinent or more apt, his sister managed to befriend. And
We make
from
friends
there,
everywhere.
Huh?
We make friends everywhere we go. Definitely friends.
absolutely. And from there, two things had kind of come up. As you stand here in the dead of night, because it is always night right now, during a light fade. One was that you guys started to question what you actually knew about the source that this this baby could have come from, and Emery took to her notes. I think you guys got a text about that.
Yeah. In essence, there was a ship that I ran into in my little prequel thing. That had this big deceased whale thing in the water. That seemed like it was contaminating people who either consumed it or went near it, turning people into weird, hungry fish people. So I wasn't sure if that was something similar to maybe he ate. Maybe he ate some of that whale blubber stuff. Or somehow it was tied to it. So that was a great synopsis, right?
Absolutely.
Cool. You're
So
welcome.
there's maybe something to be had in investigating the research being done in the Crystal Tarn. The second thing that came up was you guys decided that you needed to address the elephant in the room. Chemo is due for a date with Ambrosia. Wow, it was like a yawn and a burp at the same time. Oh my gosh. Chemo is due for a date with Ambrosia. And you guys were talking about potentially going there next. And you guys are on a timeline to get back to Lemoore because you are hoping to get to the Crucible and fulfill a contract so that way one of the research facilities wouldn't be upset with you from you breaking a contract with one of the researchers who was going to basically he gave you guys insight in order for you guys to rescue that centaur way back when, and the exchange was so that way you guys fight something for him in the Crucible. Anyways, with all of that information, you guys stand with Oliver and a giant turtle named Egbert in a dark waterfall area. What would you like to do from here?
Run towards where we need to go next.
Yeah, how are we doing the timing? Did you already say that? Because we were feeling like timing was tight. So
Yeah, so you guys were thinking about. So you guys have been pushing it pretty close. You need to get back. It is let's see here. It is 22 days. 22 days from the Twillet that you guys need to get back for. And if you look at the map.
Does our boat still exist?
You guys can look for it, yeah. Theoretically, it was parked just this morning there. So each square, if you were walking on a road through, a normal area, would be about a day of travel. So it is about triple that to go by land right now. So each square is about 3 days of travel. You got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's about 18 days of travel to get through the woodlands on foot, and then 2 to 4 more days over the countryside to get to Lemoore from the Buckham's kind of area.
But if we got back on the boat, we'd be going with the flow of water, correct?
You'd be going with the flow of water toward the Eye of Azerlan, but then all of the dancing springs are tributaries, so those would be upstream.
Yeah, so we'd still probably be better off walking that distance if we did go downstream.
Yeah, I guess the thought is if we're going to,
Yeah,
drive-
based off of where we are, I would say we go downstream until we get to the dancing springs and then walk from there.
I like that.
You also could go. Remember, you went upriver to go from the Eye of Azerlan to here.
Yep.
There are river paths that lead to Ambrosia's work camp as well, depending on if that's where you guys are going next.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, but we also have those giants. That
They
would be
better
looking
be gone
to
by
us.
the time we go through there.
We can just zoomies real quick past them.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we'll be going with the water this time.
yeah, it's true. I also kind of want to kill him, but I'm kind of
Well, not
roughed
right,
up now.
not right now. You don't, because you still got that tea.
Oh no, this is a whole different kind of thing.
I normal wants to kill him.
Yeah, like
That was a-
whole different kind of want to murder giants.
Aren't you like?
Here we are, weary travelers, just trying to go about our day, and they want to murder us.
Not only murder us, they wanted to eat us.
Speaking about
Well, yeah.
emotional dispositions, how is everyone feeling? All of the hunger wise.
We had our tea today, so we're
Oh, yes.
fine
You are fine for now.
for now.
For now.
And it's been the longest day.
It has.
It has been a long day.
Very, very
This
long.
day has been like 3 sessions, I think.
Yeah. I am gonna just note, like, I don't know how everybody else is
Oh
doing
wait,
on
no, it
food,
has only been 1 day.
but we did pass a heck of a lot of food over. I don't know how much I have left. I only have 2 rations left. Just
I have
Wait,
seven.
Mr.
I have
Mr.
7 trail
Old-
rations, but none of them have meat in them.
Old Guy, did he go into the gate with us, or did he stay back and fish? Because I pointed him to a fishing spot.
he came with us because this was kind of his thing.
Yeah, he fished
Okay.
earlier, like while you guys were searching for the gate. Well, there's a giant giant turtle next to you guys if you really need food.
Oh,
I have a siege weapon. We can just bowl. You flip him on his back.
We are gonna stop
And
this right now.
I'll shuck him open. It'll be easy. I'm sure.
No, just put your really hot flaming sword in the water and just boil him in that pond.
Yeah, I feel like this is a morally correct position to take. To my knowledge, we haven't decided our alignments. I don't know if that's a thing in Genesis. So basically, I could be lawful good and boil a sentient being alive.
Nope.
I guess we'll have to forage for food or whatever.
Did you say 7 or 17? I am so sorry. That was as soon as you took a bite.
He said he had 7 trail rations,
7.
which had meat.
7. Okay.
They are all bread and vegetables now.
I mean, that's not a problem for me today. We'll see if it's a problem when the call of the hunger comes, but... Okay. So we're booking it, and we're going on the boat up until we get to Dancing Springs, and then assessing if it's smart to
And
take
then
the girl?
and then assessing if we're gonna walk from there or try and go up a stream.
Cool.
Okay.
So probably aim for the second river that's just above where it says the Dancing Springs. Is everybody on agreement?
Makes sense to me.
With that, you guys bid Egbert adieu, and you set off with your merry band. 3 NPCs now in your guys' group. Ridiculous. Anyways.
We make friends.
Yeah, you do.
We have 3 now?
Oliver,
Wallaby, Elephant
Emo,
Man, and Oliver.
Oh.
Alright. So can you guys actually all give me... You can either give me a perception check or a survival check.
Survival it is.
Is this just for like exhaustion or something, Josh?
No, this is for navigating the waterfalls in the pitch black.
4 and 2.
0-1.
What was that, Austin?
0-1.
0 and 1. Okay, what was the second person? Someone mentioned something.
It was 4 and 2.
4 and 2. Okay.
2 triumph and 3 success.
2 and 1.
Okay. As you guys are marching along, you said you got a triumph?
2.
2 triumph?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Please reward me.
Because that's the one good roll she's gonna have all session.
Yeah, it's gonna be downhill from here, buddy. So make it good.
Literally.
So you guys are moving along pretty great, and you have the wherewithal to actually you noodle some fish from one of the ponds as you are on your way. You gain 2 rations of meat. Meanwhile, as you are doing this, you see Wretch stumble off one of the waterfalls.
Ah, damn it.
And as he's plummeting, your heart leaps up into your chest. But he hits the water, and luckily, it's very deep where he is. And you see him like push himself up out of the water, and you see him, I'm okay, right up next to the boat.
Sounds good.
Coincidentally, he's found the boat too.
Whoa!
Nice.
And minding your guys' steps, you take a little bit of time, but you manage to get the rest of the way down. I do need Bull, and I need Emery to each suffer 1 strain.
Rude. Assuming I can heal this. Yep.
Oh, the music started.
Exciting.
Okay. 1 day, 2 days.
So just the same kind of schedule with boating again.
So now you guys are moving along with the stream. So the boat will maintain course, and you guys won't have to fight the stream or the river if you don't want to. Depends on
Bull's still
how hard you guys want to push.
Bull will still row hard just to try and keep up time.
Yeah, I would also like to... I guess we should do it in shifts, so when Bull's not doing it, Ilya's doing it, because I think I have the highest brawn after Bull.
Okay. And you guys would like to basically push yourselves all day, and then the next person push themselves all night?
Yeah, alternating shifts, same as when we were coming up here.
Okay. So,
or at least I'm going to push myself all. I will not like strain myself, but I'm not going to be sluggish during the day.
Okay, so you don't want to like strain yourself to max throughout the whole day.
No,
Okay.
no, like 50 to 75% every day.
Okay, yeah. Who's taking first? So Bull is at the oars.
I will do during the day.
Yep. Bull is at the oars. What else is everyone doing during the day shift?
I'll take turns with my brother manning the ship.
Navigating.
Yeah, navigating.
Okay.
I will help where possible if anybody even wants help. Please want help.
Yeah,
You
you
can always
do
catch
cooking.
fish.
I'm decent.
I don't suppose you could give me a heal.
It's up to the DM. We're not resting right now.
Nope. Nope. He can't.
Fuck.
But he can recover from natural rest.
When did you get injured and how?
Hurricane. All
You're still
over.
injured from the hurricane?
Dogs.
I got fucked. Like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, because you have no armor either.
Yeah, I had no armor, and that squid, he wrecked my shit. I got 4 or 5 crits, and I was knocked unconscious, and I had to be, like, revived up to back from the Veil of Death. Maybe even twice. I don't know. But I got fucked up real bad.
Yeah, and you're not even mentioning when you disintegrated into sand. So
I got better.
I've still got him in my pocket, by the way.
Bull.
All right. Wallaby will do some fishing, and Chemo's just gonna enjoy the fresh air.
Fucking lazy bastard.
Jesus.
Can we kill Chemo?
we're taking him back to Ambrosia, which just it'll be soon.
You'll all be.
If we get hungry enough, we'll keep him alive so he stays fresh until we get hungry enough.
Bull, give me an athletics check. Emery, give me a mechanics check. And is there I'm gonna have Wretch then be on lookout to help spot and keep an eye on keeping the boat up front. So I'm gonna have you give me either a vigilance or a perception check, if you could.
See, now you're speaking my language.
And then that leaves Dustin. Can you roll 2 green dice and 1 yellow die?
Yep.
All right, so Bull's strength roll is going to be 3 and 4.
4 and
Ooh.
2 for my vigilance.
Okay.
4 and 1.
One second. Let me do one at a time here with Bull. Bull, unfortunately, you push yourself pretty damn hard with this rowing, and it must be stuffier down in the bottom of the ship than it was last time. Like maybe some people's clothes are starting to mold, and it's playing on your lungs, unfortunately, and you're not able to necessarily push the boat to much further of a pace. You're gonna get a setback die on the rest of the day. Just so you know, I rolled a despair. Next was Dustin.
4 and 2.
4 and 2. Okay, Wallaby finds 3 fish today, and catches 3 meat rations throughout the day while he's
Who
fishing.
wants to be keeping track of that?
You
Is
guys
that
can-
3 rations for each of us?
3 total rations.
Okay.
All day fishing, he only caught
And
3
who
fish.
grabbed the ones from before? Sorry,
I put them on my sheet.
the noodle-in ones.
Well,
What?
you said there are 2 in the beginning. You said we got 2 rations.
You got 2 rations.
You're saying me specifically.
You when
Okay.
you're noodling, yes.
Cool.
And then what did you get on your mechanics check?
4 and 1.
4 and 1. And then I need that perception check from the illustrious rat.
4 and 2.
4 and 2.
You said perception or vigilance, which I
Yes.
chose vigilance.
Okay, so staying up and looking around, not having the best of eyesight, you kind of strain your eyes a bit, but you manage to point out all of the potential issues coming up to Emery as they come. You take 2 strain, but Emery has managed to keep the boat sailing, so to speak, here. And as the boat moves on ahead, you eventually... as you are moving along, up ahead, you see the spot where the giants had accosted you. Still a couple 100 yards ahead. You can avoid the shore and go on, try to straddle the opposite shore if you'd like. You're not necessarily sure immediately if they're there. You can keep an eye out for them if you'd like, but you know that that area is coming up. Is there anything that you guys would like to do?
Is this still during the day shift?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be unawares.
I think we should try to avoid them. Because I'm still pretty squishy. And
You're sleeping.
oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm super squishy. I'm not even conscious to fight.
Yeah, I mean, if we can avoid them, that would be great. But can is a keyword there.
So yeah, Wretch.
Rivers are only so wide.
Wretch, who do you
This
talk
one's
to
very wide.
on this, having noted this up ahead?
Sorry, what?
Who does Wretch? Well, what does Wretch do specifically when he notices this area coming up?
I'll probably call it back to whoever's on the wheel at the time and just relay the information. Like, trouble zone coming up where those degenerates were.
How wide is the river at that point? Like, are we able to kind of like skirt as far away from them as possible?
The river is several 100 yards wide.
Yeah. So if I'm able to steer clear of them, so to speak, or as reasonable as possible to kind of.
Yeah. So you're gonna, as you move the boat towards the other shore, you can get probably within 50 yards of the other shore without having to worry about touching it, and you're still several 100 yards from the other one. Go ahead and give me a mechanics check.
We'll do a mechanics check. Man, do you have one more green die? I'm consistently needing one more.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, shouldn't have taken your die. You jinxed it. 1 success, 3 advantage.
Okay. It's time consuming in the dark to adjust quickly, and you're worried about running aground, so you slow down a bit in order to make sure that it doesn't happen. But as the ship plods along, time turns into a bit of a pregnant pause. You can't really make out the other shore. In fact, even if it was broad daylight, it would be kind of hard to make out details from here. But as the minutes tick away, your shoulders slowly starts to unclench. And you feel you're looking over the what's the back of the ship? What's that called?
The back of the ship.
Yeah, you find yourself looking that way instead of forward as you distance yourselves from the giant's fishing spot. You didn't see them; they may or may not be around, but you've passed that point that they had set up at from before.
All right.
With that, you guys make it about to where you see that little salmon-colored box from the first shift. What do you guys do?
So, wow, we made it that far. Sweet.
Yep.
Awesome.
So, half the party is now exhausted and needs to go to bed. The other half is fresh.
I go to bed.
Have the second half take us just to the head of that river, or try and navigate up that river?
Well, since Ambrosia's work camp is over here, I was thinking we get here or in this area and then walk our way down to our work camp.
You want to walk instead of taking the boat?
How wide?
Well, I mean, if we can, it depends on which way this water travels. Is that going away from the... So this one here, if we follow that way,
So,
we could get
one thing
closest
to
to the work
note
camp.
is while there are some larger rivers in the Dancing Springs, this map was made by Wallaby. He drew it up, right? What you see is a rough interpretation of this space, because cartography is not something that has been well established in this area, right? Heart of this wood that's extremely antagonistic with outsiders in the civilized world.
Mhm.
The Dancing Springs are a twisting and turning array of streams, springs, rivers, etc. There are a few big ones that you can rely it to be roughly where it's shown, but it's gonna get pretty snaky pretty quick, and there's a chance that you guys could run into dead ends and have to turn the boat around or run aground and have to get your boat unmired, etc.
Well, I would like to get as far up the river before things get hairy as possible and then start walking.
So we will try and attempt to make it up the river, and as soon as we get stuck, we'll start walking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try to find a bigger river tributary thing that we would be able to navigate that would be heading towards Ambrosia's work camp and go from there.
Hopefully.
Yeah, this is going to take some pretty solid navigation skills, because not only is the map like meh, but like also you're trying to get to somewhere without access to the stars, without access to sun positions, in an area that you've never been, to another place that you've been once, and have only gone there from a different direction.
Well, we'd be in the same situation if we were walking.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not hearing a problem.
We just have to drop the sail, I'm guessing. It'd all be hand power from here up.
That would make sense. Well, I'm sleeping, so I'm not sure who would be best at navigating of the night crew. Like, who do we have?
Your brother?
You have your brother,
Yeah, it's
Chemo,
usually
and you have Ilya. Everyone else is up.
Okay.
Well, Chemo's got probably a pretty high int, right? I don't know. I wouldn't trust him to get us to...
Can you just get us in the right direction of where we're going to be, where you're going to be a prisoner again? We're gonna trust you in finding the right
Be
way
a pal, Chemo. Be a mensch. Wait, isn't Wallaby with us?
Yeah, he fished all day.
Yeah.
He's probably drunk, so I don't know about having him navigate.
And he fished all day.
Oh, yeah, so...
And
no
someone
good.
can stay up. You suffer half
Yeah,
of your total
I just-
strain and get you get a setback die for the following day.
I will not be good for navigating. I am good for make boat move.
You use big, strong arms.
Big-ish.
Oh.
Everything's relative.
Is navigation like nature? Like knowledge nature? Is it?
I would allow it to be survival and
Okay.
knowledge nature because specifically right now, you're trying to go essentially you're trying to go west or east. Sorry, you're trying to go east, right? Like it's not necessarily like one of those items where you're like, I'm trying to get specifically to Ambrosia's camp right now. You know what I mean? You have a vague sense of the rough direction to go.
Yeah, if my brother can man the ship, I could stay up, and I wouldn't be good for much spells the next day, but I could direct in a good way. Like, I'll just take a ton of strain, but that's fine. So I'll do that, just to make sure we don't screw this part up. Just don't expect any summons or wiggy crap at Ambrosia's. That's the plan.
Okay.
So wait, our only person who's remotely good at talking to people is gonna go into a social encounter haggard?
Ilya is great at talking to people.
Also, you
Ilya's
probably
been
won't
doing
get-
all the talking to people.
You probably
That's very
won't
true.
get to Ambrosia's camp in 24 hours, judging by how far you guys have to travel through the Dancing Springs.
Yeah. I'm more worried about us hitting some sort of fight in the in this, but
Yeah.
I will just
Yeah, I
stand
mean,
there
you don't
with my
do
stick.
much fighting anyway.
I don't. This is the best use of my abilities. I will point you guys in the direction, and then I will ask for you guys to protect me.
With that, I need a athletics check from our Ilya. I need a mechanics check, which can you roll 2 green dice? You can assist your brother, which means that you can swap out either your mechanics skill or his int with yours for an assist while you're up at the top. You can either roll your int, or you can upgrade his int with your mechanics. Do you have anything in mechanics?
Yeah, I have one in mechanics.
So you can either turn one of his green dice into a yellow die, or you can swap out his 2 green dice with whatever your int is.
I will do the second one.
Okay.
I got 4 and 1.
Okay.
Same for my brother's roll.
Whew, nice. Okay. And what did you get for, sorry, you roll knowledge, nature, or survival.
I will roll
Navigate.
survival.
Survival?
And I got a 4-2.
4 and 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys make pretty good time. And you can fairly assess that you are about here. Throughout it's probably halfway through the night, which it's always night right now. So you're talking about, it's been about maybe 6 hours. That being said, there are multitudinous rivulets to choose from. Some of them appear to have foliage blocking the way, forming some small dams. Some of them are large and seem to be rather slow moving, but it is kind of a horse apiece to you which one is the right path, or what will be the most successful path to go down, unfortunately.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with just choosing one?
Yeah, I would choose one of the paths that doesn't have debris in the way. One of the larger,
Slow-moving.
slow-moving paths.
Okay. So
Can you say its name?
No.
A little bit further into this? A couple things I need quick. I need everyone who's awake to give me... Actually, staying up late, I need you to give me a... I think it's a discipline.
I think it's this one.
check. Questing overnight. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so first you can reduce the amount by simple resilience, discipline, or cool check. So roll resilience, discipline, or cool.
All things I'm great at.
Nice.
I got no success, so I'm sure I'm fine.
You suffer half of your total strain threshold, more than what you already have.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. And then you did you consume a ration tonight?
I will.
Everyone has to consume a ration.
Yep.
If you consume a ration, you recover 1 health.
Cool.
And everyone now must make a discipline or cool check. Sorry, discipline or... Let me check.
Everyone or only the conscious people?
Everyone must make a discipline check.
Oh, it's
just
for
wanna
being
double check.
hungy.
I think it's discipline. That might be the other option.
A triumph and an advantage.
1 second. Discipline or cool? I was right. Okay. Okay, and then this is easy. What did you get, Ilya?
A triumph and an advantage.
Okay, Emery.
An advantage.
Ooh. Wretch.
5 and 1.
Nice. Bull.
1 and 1.
Okay. Can I, Bull and Emery? Can you each roll me a d4, please?
No. I already have a really threatening.
Yeah, you have a threatening disposition right now.
2.
2.
So do I.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. 1 second.
Alright.
Okay, and then Bull, what did you get? Can you roll me a d4?
I did roll you a d4.
Thank you. What did you get?
4.
Oh my god. Okay.
Everything's fine.
I'm gonna send you each a message.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good sign.
I don't like that. I'm already restless, territorial, and possessive, and impulsively violent. So just wait for this to get better.
I just hope it's funny. like when Eli was sexually attracted to himself because he had stalks for eyes.
Yes, that was something else. Yeah. Josh and his negative conditions is something else. Oh, there it is.
Oh, I'm probably gonna have to go upstairs, or else this will take a while for me to get your message.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, that one's off, and then
Everything's fine.
What did you do?
Yeah.
okay. So, as the night wears on you. Emery, you are awake and alone on this ship. Everyone is sleeping except for Kima, you, your brother, and Ilya.
Shit.
Please let me know. Please text me if there's anything specific you would like to do. Knowing what feelings you are overcome with. And what sensations have kind of... how this has started to shape.
Can I just have like a hot second to think this over?
Yes.
Okay.
For the record, I hear elephant meat is awesome.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Cool. Alright. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, goodbye.
Meanwhile, Bull, your new trait is something that maybe gives you nightmares, or while you sleep, you dream of this, of being able to express this. Maybe it fills you with joy, or maybe a fevered glee is maybe a better term for it. With
Or
that being
homicidal
said-
rage.
With that being said, you sleep throughout the night.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this session.
So far, I'm doing great down here.
You guys turn up the river and head up just a little bit. And with that, I think we're gonna wait to see if Sarah texts me anything.
Is this still the night crew?
Yes. The night crew. This will be the ending hours of the night crew. Everyone else, the tea is worn off. All of your previous traits have set back in.
God damn. Back to y'all being grumpy fucks.
Ah,
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Can you give me... This would be...
You're talking to me, right?
Yes, this would be a stealth versus vigilance.
Stealth versus vigilance.
Yep.
Cool. Great. 2 and 2.
And I just need to pull up slides quick.
Just gonna eat this cookie.
Just going to eat this cookie. Let's see here. Okay. What did you get?
2 and 2.
2 and 2? Okay. Can you give me now a magic check, essentially?
Mm-hmm.
And take 2 strain.
Yep. 1 and 5. No, 1 and 6.
Okay. As you attempt to do this, their head snaps over to where this is occurring, and as the rope slithers about them, they grab it and reef it back, snapping the rope. And you hear, Ilya, you hear a great braying from
What the fuck?
up above. Emo has let off a loud elephantine shout, or trumpet, from the top of the deck.
Has Bull taken over yet?
No, it is still the night shift, so to speak.
Well, I know what momentum is, so I think I'm gonna go check that out if I can.
Okay. Pulling in the oars, you move to go upstairs. Hemo stands defensively after this rope seemingly jumped at him, and he looks at you. Emery, what in this moment do you do?
This is so hard.
Sorry, I thought you were into me.
I'm gonna lunge for him.
You are.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying my best here, buddy. This
No
is
problem.
this is against.
Keep in mind that the way that it's worded for the trait, it isn't the same idea as like you have options here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? This is a little like more cloak and daggery type options and stuff like that if you want.
Okay, I'm trying to layer everything on top of each other.
Absolutely.
Fine. I don't need to do that then. I'm sorry, this is hard.
No, you're fine.
I'm just going to glare at him.
Okay. Chemo looks at you. He's gonna try to get a read on you. Can you give me a cool check? Meanwhile, this would be
3 and 1.
investigation. What'd you get?
3 and 1.
Okay. He looks at you, and looks down at the rope. That kind of slithered up his leg. Careful, warrior. Sorry, he goes. Best mind your ropes. I am not a mast. It is very dangerous what you do projecting into them.
Right. Sorry. It's been a long night. Anyway, I should get some sleep.
At which point, Ilya, coming up the stairs. You see them kind of at this kind of like standoff as Emery kind of starts walking downstairs past you.
I'm gonna stop her and ask her what the hell just happened.
Nothing. He got
Well,
spooked.
What did he get spooked by?
Keep a close
Why
eye on
did-
him. I don't trust him.
Well, no shit. None of us do. How are you keeping a close eye on him by wrapping him with rope?
We have a prisoner on the ship, and we don't even have him bound. Thought I saw him
What?
going in, doing something. I don't trust him.
Well, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in the proverbial freezer. but maybe have some group discussions before we decide on some weird shit.
Yeah, right. Sure. Just tired.
And with that,
Okay.
you guys realize that it's time to call up the day crew, which is Emery, your night crew and day crew. So
I'm asleep.
you're gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Oliver goes to bed.
I'm sure this will wear off in the morning.
Emery goes to bed. What does everyone else do? Chemo goes to bed.
If Ollie and Emery are all gonna go to bed, then I get to pilot the ship for once, because they are not awake to yell at me.
All right.
I like when they're not awake to yell at me.
Ilya, do you go to bed?
Yes.
Okay. And assuming you guys wake full up.
Nah, fuck Bull. Anyway, yes. Yes,
Who wakes?
wake up.
I need to know who wakes me up.
I'll get you, buddy.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You get swatted.
I accept.
So it's going to be a
Nice.
versus check because you're going to do a versus check to see if you go flying against the side of the ship or not.
Oh, you're gonna hit him? Okay.
Well, not like hit them, but like swat away like you would somebody when you're in a bad mood.
Oh, okay. Yep. Just give me an athletics check then. And then this would be an opposed athletics check.
Yeah, I'm looking at my talents.
And that means size is going to matter.
Would
Your
hard-headed
armor ability comes into play with this too.
would hard-headed help when staggered or disoriented? Perform daunting discipline check to remove it.
No, because he's just pushing you aside.
Okay.
Your armor does come into play though.
Resist, knockdown, and push 1. So that's just another
Just roll. It's
dice.
fine. Just roll.
Okay. 3 and 1.
5 and 3.
3, 1, 5, and 3. Okay, yeah. So he's got more than enough, just slightly to outbeat your topsy turvy armor. And he kind of does one of those items, shugs you to the side. You kind of topple over, but then like those little like punchy dudes, you like wobble back immediately up from your armor.
Morning.
Just get out of my way.
Okay.
Rich was the best person to get you up.
I am quite agreeable.
And then, like, almost instantly, Bull just starts attacking the water with those oars. Everything he's fucking got, all of his anger, into those oars, into the water.
Oh god.
Not listening to anybody around him.
All right. This boat is shooting up this rivulet. Wallaby is up on top, available. Otherwise, Wretch, what do you do?
I guess I just keep trying to keep us on the path.
Okay.
Don't make no
like,
waves.
It's like one of those racing boats now where they're like doing the S turns and shit.
Give me an athletics check, Bull, and give me a mechanics check or a survival check, Wretch.
I'm doing my lucky horseshoe.
And you may add 2 boost dice to your check, Wretch, from Wallaby assisting you with. He's going to be up spotting out front.
Yay, Wallaby!
4 and 4.
4 and 4. Okay. So this boot is moving.
Boot's moving. 2 and 1.
2 and 1?
Doing one.
Okay. The boat's moving, but over the first couple of hours, you guys head up some small rivulet here and bottom out in it, and you guys are forced to work together to get the ship moving backwards and back into the deeper water, breaking an oar in the process. Luckily, you've had two spares, and you get back onto the swing of things and try to make up for lost time, going back down the way you came and finding a different river that you can find. I need another check from both parties here.
Same boost.
Yes.
1 and 4.
One triumph plus 2 success plus 4 advantage.
Okay. You said 1 and 4, Austin?
Yeah, for
Okay.
the navigating.
It's hard to keep up with Bull's nonsensical speed as you guys are pushing up these rivers, but you luckily you managed to keep the boat on an even pace here, and you do end up having to turn around a couple times over the next 2 or 3 hours. At this point, Bull, you suffer 4 strain. And I'm gonna need one more check from you guys.
Alright, I'm gonna spend a story point to upgrade this one because I'm getting fucking pissed that we keep having to turn around.
Yeah.
Wait, does a story point add a boost or does it upgrade?
It turns a green into a yellow, or it turns a yellow into add a green.
Okay. Four and 4 again.
Oh man. Okay.
3 and 1.
2 and 1.
3 and 1. I still have the boost there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then
3
yeah,
and
3 and
1.
1.
Okay. You guys make some halting progress, but unfortunately, in the time that it takes for you guys to get to about here, you guys have snapped the rest of the oars. as you get stuck and keep reaping on these things and snapping them as you guys get mired and trying to backtrack and front track.
I like to think there's one instance where we ended up in mud and he's just still rowing through it. Like, it doesn't even slow him down.
So there's as far as the boat's gonna go, unless there's some wicked sailing going on. But the boat is essentially grounded at this point.
And when that happened, and as soon as I break the last oar, he is going to swing it at the side of the ship.
you broke the 3 oars. You had the 1 left. You just
Has it been a long rest for me?
yeah. About this time, it's late.
Great,
Evening
because I wake
time,
up to that,
Yeah.
and I am irate.
Yeah. So in this moment, which would be roughly dinner time of the day after you guys set out, you guys are all awake as some of you get ready to bed down and some of you get ready to get up. But at the same time, the boat's not going any further. The way things are.
What? One moment. I wake up. I'm screaming. Like, what have you done to her? You ruined our ship.
Our navigator's fucking useless!
Hi.
Was the
My
rat the one
baby!
carrying the oars? Because it looks like the oars got destroyed. Who had the oars?
I
I'm gonna
throw
point
one of the
at Wallaby.
orbs at I'm sorry, at Bull, and it just kind of bounces off your peck ineffectually because it's me.
Hey, enough. Enough from all of you.
All two of you.
All two
No,
of
I
you.
just enough from all of you. Bull counts as like 3 people.
Yeah, he does.
Like
Yeah.
enough from both of you. Save this for people we're trying to kill.
Who are we trying to kill then?
Besides us.
Huh?
Once we're off of the boat, it'll happen. Then you can take out all of that rage on them, but for now, you're being extremely counterproductive.
Well, if everybody would just do what they're supposed to do, we wouldn't be in the situation.
You were supposed to row.
And
You
I
were not-
rode.
I think you did more than row, buddy. The oar is supposed to move the water, not move the water and the earth beneath it.
At this point, Bull standing up in the bottom of the ship, so he's kind of like this, is looking directly at you and like starting to vibrate.
Oh, Viper.
You said if we left here, there'd be something to kill, stab, maim, something like that. Great, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. Do you guys take dinner on the docked ship or the beached ship, or do you guys set out?
We gotta set out because I'm out rations.
Okay.
Bull's not going to give a shit what you guys want to do. He's going to sit down and eat.
What did we do?
Nice.
Did we decide who took the meat rations?
It was the
The giants.
Giants.
No.
Oh, you mean the wallabies, 3 fishes?
Yeah.
I asked who was going to take those, and nobody answered.
I think
Emery
I'm
had
gonna
them.
take them
I
because
thought Emery
otherwise
had
I'm
'em.
out.
I took the 2 that I found, but what's his face also found 3.
Oh, you were fishing too. Okay.
So
What's his face? That's Wallaby, and you know that. He's your best buddy.
Yeah.
Best buddy Wallaby.
Best buddy Wallaby.
Mm-hmm. So I have those.
Because you're
2,
angry in
but
the game
other
doesn't mean you have to
3
be angry in real life, not at Wallaby.
No, good old Wallaby.
Well, be a good guy.
Wallaby, he was there for us when, or that other time where, or what
He was
about
there.
when he,
He stabbed somebody. I remember him stabbing somebody.
yeah,
Where
Wallaby's
we-
always there for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's always
Remember,
there for us.
guys, in
To...
structured combat, you can spend a story point to add a triumph to any of your rolls during combat as his interventions.
I
So-
prefer just treating him as a fucking...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the guy who just he magically gets us into more trouble.
Yeah, I thought. I
Hey,
liked it.
hey, violent troublemakers! I have a job for you that involves putting your dick in a hornet's nest.
Do we have to do it? If you don't do it, the entire city will be destroyed. God, Wallaby, come on.
Nice. All right. What's going on?
Bull is eating.
I'm ready to go, but you know.
I'm just kind of sick of Bull and Emery's shit. So I'm gonna start going and then talk to the reasonable bonker in the party and say, hey, I don't know what's going on with those two, but I'm kind of sick of them, so I think we should start heading out.
I call you a punk ass just to fit in. No.
Ilya is deeply hurt.
No. Okay. So real talk.
I hate to see what happens whenever he actually ends up being angry. Like when he actually starts feeling the hunger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wretch.
nah. I got disciplined for days. Anyway. More seriously, when you talk to me about these things, you find wretches very troubled. Because I've investigated these people a couple times, and like I'm not finding anything wrong with them, but something's clearly like we all have eyes. We can see something's wrong with them, but I've checked them like for every medical malady under the sun, and I'm not getting anything. So
Yeah. This hunger is
Maybe it's just the
driving
way
us
they
crazy.
are.
You know, usually Bull expresses his violent fury in an almost artistic way, not just being grumpy.
little grumpers.
Yeah, just little grumpy babies down in the hall. Yes, they are.
So as far
Yeah. So to Ilya, in character, I'm just gonna be like, I mean, getting off this boat and finding something will help for now, but like, how much more shit do we have to do before we can actually take a breather? Like, like in the city or something, or maybe take a week off? Because I don't know if we can keep pressing like this with everybody getting all crazy. And I heard commotion last night. Something happened.
Yeah, I think that Emery she's suffering the effects of the call of the hunger, or she is suddenly gripped by incredible violent urges. And knowing Emery, I'm more willing to believe the former than the latter. So my concern at this point is getting us the hell out of these woods as fast as possible. Because, yeah, I'm sure we could wrestle with Emery, but as I am a living thing, I would like to avoid getting into a fight with Bull.
But you got your mighty smitey stick.
I have,
Aren't you like part god now?
my sword is part ungod.
It depends on which one of us swings first, apparently.
Yeah. Because like if I could get a hit, well, that's the thing though. Is I don't want to kill Bull, and I have you have bonking abilities that I don't think I do, and as good as my brawl is, I don't think it's like wrestle Bull good. So it's either I try and fail to judo chop Bull, or I end up cutting off I would say about the best fighter's arm to stop him from getting upset with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to get the hell out of these woods, and I don't know that we have time to take a real rest unless we can get transported from the outskirts of these woods to Lemoore. We don't have the ability.
Yeah. This place we're going for Ambrosia. Could we hang out there for a bit?
It just depends on what Ambrosia does with chemo.
There have been two places in the woodlands where you have felt reprieve from the call of the hunger. In Bracken Bastion and at the Eye of Azrael. Everywhere else has not been a sanctuary to its effects until you've left the forest.
Well, the Bracken Bastion is
I don't even see that on the map.
in the canopy, isn't it?
The Bracken Bastion is higher up, yes, but there are ascents throughout the woods.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I think if we can find a way to go through the Bracken Bastion on our way out, which I'm not terribly keen to do, considering the fact that it's no longer a volatile situation; it's an explosive one. I don't want to be going through Ambrosia's work camp, dropping off a spy, and then having to go through the Bracken Bastion. I think that may inject more danger into our situation.
Oh, there's the Bracken Bastion. It's right there.
Yeah, we killed an invisible bird there.
We
That's how I
don't
got my headdress.
like birds.
And no.
To quote my best friend in the whole world, fuck birds.
There you are.
So yes, well, I concur that we need to find reprieve from this hunger that is surely going to escalate into conflict. We also need to look big picture, and that's getting out of these woods as fast as possible, getting back to Lamar, where we can get through the crucible.
Agreed.
After that, let's take a vacation.
All right. Done
So
deal.
Josh, just to be clear, all of our previous hungers came back.
Yes. The tea
Okay.
was a temporary abatement of it suppressed what was there.
I'm just trying to make sure I roleplay this correctly.
Yep. So I would say with the conversation that Wretch is having with Ilya, kind of off the boat, kind of in the woods, so to speak, it's enough time for you to get your food down your gullet. But something to remember is that some of the party members here are tired from a long day of rowing and scouting, and then the rest of them are relatively fresh. What do you do?
I think we wanted to set out, and Emery was suddenly very eager to murder.
Yeah, ready to go.
So yeah, I think we ought to head to Ambrosia's camp with Chemo in tow.
This dog.
He's like getting goony on us. Okay, so all in favor of heading out.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. As a group, then, you guys choose to head out. Who's taking point?
I'm gonna let Bull do it because he's feeling eager.
I am using my axe as a machete.
Whatever gets in front of Bull is usually unalive pretty quick.
Everyone who so this is the evening, so take a damage if you chose not to eat. If you chose to eat, recover 1 health. For those of you who did do the day shift, so Bull and Wretch, do a resilience, cool, or discipline check, but take half of your strain minus the roll results.
Half rounded down or up for my 15.
It's rounded always in the player's favor, but 1 second, I think it's just success. I gotta double check quick. See over time. Yeah, it's just the successes that you subtract.
So is it half of the remaining strain or half a total strain?
Half of total strain minus the successes.
All right. And I take 1 strain.
I take 4.
Only 1 strain. Jesus.
I rolled 2 yellows and 2 greens.
And I rolled 4 greens and a yellow.
What's your strain pool?
15, so it was 7, so I got 6 success. So I got a triumph that turns into 2 success,
Nice.
and then I got 4 more.
Way to go. Success. All right. So you guys will each receive a black die on this coming up day, but throughout the night you don't have it. You're just kind of moseying on right now. For now, I'll let you guys know when that actually starts to take into effect. Bull up ahead is thwacking away and plotting the course. I need you to give me a survival or a knowledge nature check to keep on course.
Would the knowledge nature be homeland or native citizen?
Yes.
Oops.
And in fact, because of native citizen, I'm gonna decrease the difficulty of the check. Dog.
So it turns out both of them will be the same.
But you get native citizen.
2 and 0.
Hey. You plod along, and last time you guys mentioned you guys are ornery,
No.
upset, and trying to make time. And so you set out, kind of tromping along, and it's the first couple hours of your trip. I need someone else to give me a vigilance check. Actually,
Brett, do it.
I'm gonna have a group check. All of you will,
Yeah.
except for Bolt.
Vigilance. Everybody just rolled independently.
Yes.
Bull has tunnel vision right now.
That makes sense.
2 and 4 over here.
1 success.
Oh, 1 and 1.
Okay. As you guys are moving through the forest, you hear the calls of strange beasts. You hear the murders of others. And it fills you with all different respectful emotions. Some of you emotions that maybe would have been different than a couple of days previous or twillets ago. Truly, this is the house of the wild. This is a bunch of nasty jungle business going on outside. However, as you guys move along, I'm going to need any one of you to do a perception check based off of you guys' group vigilance check.
Please God, not wretched.
I got perception of the wazoo.
Go for it.
Wretch can sense things happening, he just can't see them happening.
Something somewhere is vaguely wrong.
2 and 4.
You said 2 and 4?
Yeah.
Ilya, you make out skittering and a light hum.
Oh.
And kind of tuning into it, you've heard some of these noises before.
Tekeknu.
There are Tekeknu that are close by. Very close by. Seemingly coming from the direction that you are going toward.
Prison break. I'm gonna alert the party that there are Tekeknu on coming our way, and I'm going to I guess draw my shield and put my hand on the handle of my sword as I walk.
Okay.
What are new?
The bug.
Tekeknu are bug people. Our check was a fuck. Got me doing it too. Tekeknu. I wasn't even on purpose.
Are we on the same side as
Nice.
the Tekeknu?
I don't think we're on anybody's side but our own.
In the city, we were on their side. Out here, I think that. Actually, sorry, I'll be in character for.
Josh, are they the enemy for me?
I'm going to speak as Emery for a second because I think this will give context. They're usually part of like the slaves that the oh shit, what's the
Woolund?
like
No.
Flame.
the Flayoon
Plain.
tribe keep, right?
Yes.
What they said? So that
So we
means
may
we're
be
getting
walk-
close to Ambrosia's work camp, right?
Yes, but it's moving towards us, which tells me there may be a prison break. I don't see any of the Flayun tribe out on their wolves like we saw, but they may be fast behind the Tekeknu, so Bull keep being you. But the rest of us, be ready for anything that somehow makes it past him.
Are you guys
So-
attempting to hide right now, or not?
Bull is still whacking his way through the woods.
Yeah, and there's no hiding.
Not if we're following Bull. It'd be like sneaking behind a tornado right now.
Well, they're just looking at the tornado. No one's going to be looking for the party members.
Imagine we're playing Diablo 3 and I have unlimited whirlwind.
That's awesome.
It's hard to hear what's going on beyond the crashing of Bull up ahead.
Hopefully, I will scare them away from us.
As he's pushing ahead, what do the rest of you do?
I'm going to keep my sword at the ready and my... Yeah, I'm just going to have my sword and shield out as we walk.
Yeah, I'm walking with my staff anyway.
Okay.
So I'm kind of watching, like, nervous, but...
Okay. Can you guys give me perception checks? Anyone who's trying to keep an ear out for these two guys.
Oh,
Sure. One success flat.
0 and 1.
Wow, 2 and 3?
Okay. Weirdly enough, Emery and Ilya are both able to sense. You guys hear these sounds up ahead, and then you hear, after a pause to the noise, corrected course. They seem to be moving away in like a diagonal, closer towards you guys, but away from Bull.
They're
Huh.
avoiding noise.
Yeah, they're avoiding Bull and heading towards us, so get ready for a fight.
I don't know about that. I mean, if we made noise too, do you think they'd just sneak past us?
I don't know how we're going to make a bigger noise over Bull.
Hmm.
I mean, I can try using some of my elemental affinity, but
you could bang your shield against your sword or your sword against your shield.
yeah, I suppose. But then that might also alert them to us.
Let's just play it by ear then.
Like, what am I talking about? They are alerted to us.
They're just avoiding the noisy thing and going where they don't think there is anybody, but they are wrong.
Yeah, so I'm gonna maybe striking the flat of my sword against the shield as I walk.
Okay. You guys are trying to make more noise. Okay. As you do so, a minute passes. And then 2. You can't hear the Tekeknu anymore. After 3 minutes, what do you do?
Bull is still moving.
Yeah, just let the weed whacker whack.
Follow in its wake.
Okay. Following Bull, you continue on. you set out again and continue on your journey. As you guys continue on your way, this rock's just banging. A few hours later, Bull, it seems like there's a noise to meet yours as you crash through some weeds and you're met with this noise. It's like a rattle of how do I put it? Almost like you were to take a whole bunch of bamboo and throw it down the stairs.
Can I do a check to see if I recognize this as like a rattlesnake type danger?
Give me a knowledge nature check, and you do have native citizens.
And then I also have boost to anything involving animals.
You may add that as well.
Okay. Are you rolling, or is the black die in play yet?
I have it here. Yes, it is in play.
Okay. Two and two.
This is the danger sound, the warning sound of a quilled sloth, which
It's just a sloth.
which are larger than grizzly bears.
But they're still sloths.
Yes, and you're like, this is the anger noise of a quilled sloth, as one of its needles sticks you for 2 unsoakable damage.
And right when that happens, that's when I turn to the group and I'm like, "Fucking sloths." That's all I say.
As you say that, you have a chance right now to get away from rolling initiative. Are you going to attempt to back out of this thing's territory, or do we need to roll initiative?
Can you do a cool check on me?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll
I have
cool.
an idea.
God damn it, where is it? There it is. One and one.
No. You failed with 3 threat.
All right, so I don't approach, but I don't leave either. I prepare for a fight,
Okay.
so I stand my ground.
And given your pensiveness, I'm going to spend the threat against your initiative. But if you guys could roll initiative, let us begin.
What are we
what do I
rolling
roll
for initiative?
This would be vigilance. But you can roll cool if you like, specifically.
Oh, look at that.
1 second, I gotta give you all the terms.
I got the best possible roll.
Can I use a
That's
knowledge
good.
nature with my outmaneuver passive, which says I can use an appropriate knowledge skill to
Yes.
determine initiative?
Absolutely. Oh, is this thing different?
Sloth? I've always wanted to see a sloth.
Bless you.
That was a hiccup.
I said what I said.
I will not take you back.
You take that blessing. I hope the rest of your night is wonderful.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right, Emery, what'd you get?
I got 4 and 3. I'm very excited about the sloth.
Nice. Ilya?
I got 4.
Okay, Wretch.
3 and 1.
Holy shit. Also 3 and 1.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to put you as a 2 because of your threat venom. Descending. All right.
We are still on the map.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to fight that log, too.
Fucking logs.
Get
I can
it.
cut stone, I can cut logs.
Okay. The height that you see there, the sloth is actually up top, and he shot. Bull would be about here. Given Emery's excitedness, we'll do that. Okay, we're good to go.
So is a me. Sorry, I had to get my stuff situated.
What was that?
I just see now that it's my turn. I just didn't register.
No problem.
Oh, it's so cute! How big is it? It's bigger than a bear?
Yeah, it's
Bigger than a grizzly bear.
bigger than a grizzly bear. It's bigger than bull, but actually, yeah, it's a little bit bigger than bull. It's probably not as strong as bull, but in size, because of all of its giant quills that hang off of it, it's still a little bit bigger.
It's still 9 squares, though.
Yep, exactly.
That's the big baby.
Can I think about what I know about these creatures?
Yeah, you want to study it? Yep.
Yeah, I want to study it. I want to be like, what can I recollect about these guys? Like,
Yeah,
are they
absolutely.
territorial and shit? I know he recognized what the sound was, but
Yep.
be thematic about it. 1 and 5.
1 and 5. I'll let you. What's one thing you want to know about it?
Are they aggressive?
Not normally. They're about as aggressive as a badger, I would say. Not necessarily their forte, but they get pissy, man. And this one's been exposed to the hunger for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm. We might. I'm gonna. So what I do, assuming that was an action to check out
A maneuver, yep.
maneuver. Okay. I move up next to Bull, and I'm kind of like holding my hand out to Bull, not to the creature. More like I'm the bigger threat here, right? I'm like, Bull, we might not have to fight this thing if we just go around. That's my whole turn. Let's see what happens.
All right. Then it's Ilya's turn.
So I can get up to here.
There's a stump next to you, and there's a kind of like a little bit of a wet ditch, and probably about a 10-foot raise on the above you, between you and the sloth.
Would it be an action? Well, no, I'm gonna. I gotta be the voice of reason here because everyone's all angry and murderous. So.
Did I sound angry and murderous just now? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I heard you earlier. It's like. I looked at Bull and it's like, this is just an animal.
Yeah, Mallory, why are you all of a sudden against killing things?
Well, I don't know who this Mallory is.
Or Emery.
It's like, Bull, this thing is just an animal trying to protect its territory. It's not even worth our time.
I like how everybody just assumes I'm going to attack it.
Well,
Have you met you?
an assumption with very, very strong evidence supporting it.
I actually have a lot of animal handling skill. This is
Gonna
just the
ride
first
it.
animal we've
Pet?
came across.
Can we get a pet?
I'm all for that. 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay, you like run up and
Wait.
brace.
Yeah.
Okay, what's what action are you holding?
That's an excellent question. I think all I could do for my next turn is jump up to that sloth anyways, right?
Yeah, that would be an action. Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna jump up to the sloth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold that. If it
That's what he's going to do if it attacks.
yeah. Spring into action, and then on my next turn I'm gonna stun it.
Okay. What's your weapon set to currently? Still water.
I think it's been set to thunder.
Thunder. Okay, thank you. Over to Wretch.
Well, if we're all holding, I don't want to rock the boat and do unnecessary violence. So I'll hold my action and see if the big giant animal wanders over here in a violent fashion.
Okay. Bowl, what do you do?
So without even paying any attention to the people around me or the quill sticking out of me, I'm going to take my animal handling into play and attempt to make myself bigger and scarier and try and scare him away.
Okay. Give me a what's the coercion check?
That, and a boost. Does my fearsome play into this at all?
Yeah, I'll allow you to get a boost for that.
What about size matter?
No.
Okay. 3 and 2.
Okay. Yeah. Puffing yourself up and kind of waving your axe to make yourself look extra big. You kind of like
Stomping and growling.
yeah, the thing kind of like sets back and you hear as it kind of lumbers backwards just a touch. Not enough to actually move it on the map.
And I'm gonna motion for everybody to like go wide.
Okay. It seems on its turn. So next is its turn. It shakes its woody like quills on it. But doesn't move towards you. Back to you, Emery.
You said go wide?
Yeah, so like
Like that.
this way.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go 1, 2. I'm gonna slowly circle, like very nervous, kind of arms out,
Mm-hmm.
kind of watching it the whole way. It's like
Look-
a circle.
And I'm going to
Starts looking
I'm going to
back and
try
forth between you
and
guys.
keep its attention. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep its attention on me
Okay.
if possible.
What do you? So it's yeah.
So
it's-
just
it seems
more
very-
aggressive noise.
It's trying to track the group now that like folks are starting to like spread out a bit. Ilya, what do you do in your turn?
I'm gonna listen to the expert and go this way if I can.
That way.
You say go wide.
Follow Emery.
Okay. Here.
Because that way's a cliff.
Okay, so it's in front of me. 1, 2,
Okay,
3.
there's a bit of a moat, kind of in front of it, but otherwise it's navigable.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. Yeah, going in that direction, Bull, since you're the one who suggested it and you're the one kind of running this, you give it somewhere that it can point its back and it doesn't feel like it's being circled.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm the closest one to this thing.
Yeah. Wretch, what do you do?
Guess just get on the other side of this here rock And
Damn it!
What? Okay, don't do that then.
As you start moving that way, you see this thing kind of like move its arms and kind of like up a little bit, and it spits 2 needles over here, but not close enough to be able to hit you.
Okay, I
And
back off.
so now Bull is getting pissed. And he turns and looks at Wretch and he's like, "The other way!"
Okay. Go this way. That's me.
Bull?
So I guess I will attempt to do the scary thing again, if that's the end of Wretch's turn.
That was me, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me another coercion check.
Two and two.
You see this thing as you wave your arms at it, slowly sort of starts to back up just a bit. Now that you guys have started to generate a little bit of space between each other.
Alright, so if that was an action, I'll stay here for this turn still.
Okay. Is the crew going to continue to circle around this in the same direction?
I mean,
God, I hope so.
unless anything changes.
Yeah, unless anything gets told different.
Okay. Bull, you maintain this standoff with this giant quilled sloth as the party makes it out of this thing's territory.
Yeah, basically as soon as they are past me, I will start backtracking, not turning my back on it
Okay.
for a while.
Slowly but surely, you give this thing enough space that it doesn't feel immediately threatened, and you both kind of relax your shoulders at the same time as you get away from it.
And then I pull the quill out of my chest.
Another fight avoided, guys. We are on a streak.
You guys all thought I was gonna fucking kill it.
I wonder why. Could it have been the incoherent rage? I don't know.
Oh,
That seems likely.
Part of the reason I didn't kill it is because I wouldn't have been able to get it to it very well. I would have been stuck throwing rocks at it.
Oh, there's that log, right?
Yeah, but I can only move 2 squares a turn.
So you guys make it to about here.
Where?
This night. I just moved the salmon's. Oh, that's
You
fine.
put us on
We see a pretty picture of woods.
the... Yeah.
Oh.
You move it to about there throughout the course of the night. I need everyone to give me another discipline check.
No.
Discipline. Did I
It
put any
was-
points into that?
It was Bull that stayed up late that night, and it was Wretch, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I am definitely sleeping this night.
Okay.
It's okay, Emery.
2 and 2?
One advantage.
Holy shit. 3 and 1.
Horseshoe.
Horseshoe!
Sure.
How'd you sleep? Horseshoe.
Alright. 5 and 2.
And 2. Okay.
What was your first one? 4 and 1?
I had 3, but I really don't want any of these negative effects, so I just re-rolled one of my dice. Kept the 3.
Where did my comment go? Here. Okay. Throughout this night, So yeah, you guys trekked overland throughout the night. So, are you going to bed down this morning,
Bull is. I don't care what anybody else is doing.
or are you guys going to push on any further? Yeah.
Bed down. I mean,
That's
Wretch
fine.
and Bull have already been up for
Okay.
overnight.
2 seasons.
Many a season.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Where the hell did that go? Is it in the wrong place?
So do I have to worry about this roll at all?
No one gets any worse.
Good.
You heard I had no success, right?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
He rolled no failure.
It still wouldn't be a success. Yeah, I would like to pretend to bed down.
Okay.
Pretend to bed down?
What?
Not gonna read into that.
I'm gonna bed down a little bit closer to Chemo, just because I gotta keep him alive a little bit longer.
Oh, great, Emery, you tipped him off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you think Bull is bad now, he's eating his last ration.
Yeah.
Does he not know how to forage? Is he not from the woods?
When am I going to have time to forage?
Along the way, use your axe like a shovel and scoop up varmints.
Coulda ate some
Well, did you
slop.
guys pick up any of the ones I killed along the way here?
I mean, it's a bit like catching ground beef in the air as it's thrown to you.
It's
And
already
that's ugly.
tenderized.
So if you guys sleep during the day now, you will be able to continue your travels at the following night.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend to sleep.
Okay.
It all looks the same. Are we even sure day is day and night is night still?
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you're not on the right cycle, so I would say that you don't know actually.
mhm.
Yeah. Who's taking first watch?
Bull is exhausted, so not him.
Yeah, maybe one of the people that got sleep last night.
I could take the first watch. That's fine.
Or, Chemo or Wallaby or your brother.
Wallaby never got a night's rest actually, so
Oh.
he's exhausted
God damn it.
too. Chemo can watch.
Oh no, I'm watching. That's fine.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna watch. I'm not leaving Emery and Chemo alone together.
I don't
Or
know
one's
what
awake
you
and
mean
one's
alone.
asleep.
We're all here together.
I mean, just saying, like maybe buy him a drink first. He might actually be into it. I don't know.
I don't know what you're
Bondage?
talking about.
Is that what you're referring to?
Well, no, don't be a pervert.
Okay. So Ilya and Emery are taking first watch together.
No, only one of us should take first watch. Should take watch. I can take middle shift. That's fine.
There's 6 of us. We can have 2 people per shift.
Yeah,
Actually, there's
sure.
more than 6 of us.
Give me a persuasion versus cool check. Sorry, persuasion versus this would be willpower. So the discipline. Persuasion. So Emery,
Yep.
persuasion. Ilya, discipline.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't worry about it. Persuasion being charm.
Yeah, I think there's what's the other one? The
Charm, coercion, cool, deception, performance, leadership, negotiation.
negotiation. Oh yeah, give you either a negotiation or whatever one's more applicable, charm or deception, whatever your initiatives. Like I'll let you, depending on your motives and stuff like that.
I'll do negotiation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right on par. One advantage. No success.
1 and 2.
Okay. Yeah, Ilya's pretty determined to stay up with you with his sus radar going off, and you're unable to sway him from that course of action. and
fine.
the two of you end up taking the first watch together.
Perfect. Can you do a discipline check against me?
Um,
I'm gonna do a discipline check.
Sure. You need to text me context, otherwise I don't know what difficulty to set it.
I'm trying to make sure whether or not these go into effect.
Oh yeah. Okay.
1 and 2.
Oh, I'm gonna text you.
Cool. Feel like I can't even make eye contact over the chat right now. I'm like afraid to look at the group.
Well, at least you can't see Ilya.
That's true.
I mean,
Just look at those little puppy dog eyes.
Oh,
And justify what you're doing.
yeah, look at Chopper's little face every
Fine.
time you're plotting murder or weird BDSM.
What do you guys? So as you guys stay up over the night together, what do you guys talk about? How do you guys spend your time?
So, more going on than what you're talking about. We've all been in these woods before. We've all been through a lot together. And I think at this point, we are past the point of dishonesty with each other.
I would agree. Being in this forest brings out the worst in us, you know? That's all.
What? No, no, that's not all. I caught you in the middle of using one of your spells to bind Chemo. I don't like the guy. You know, once he's out of her hair, I don't care if he lives or dies. And he's put us through hell. But if you choose to partake in a mission with me, then I expect you to help me carry out that mission. And your brother is alive.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I've just been getting these sudden impulsive urges. I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay. Yeah, we all have a penchant for violence here. But I guess my concern is what your plan was and how I'm supposed to trust you alone with Chemo, who might represent a very large payday for all of us, depending on the decision that we make going down the road. And I need to trust you just as much as I need to trust every other member of the group.
I didn't mean to. I just got a thought and I acted on it. You know, just an intrusive thought.
I just slipped.
You slipped, you used your magical abilities, put your will into a length of rope, and were going to bind him in some way. And your justification in the moment was that you don't trust him because he's a prisoner. But what I'm getting at is, it's almost worse to me that you can't explain to me what your intentions were. You know, my stuff is not very complicated. I pick my sword up and swing it, so I'm coming in here with a level of ignorance, but I am now deeply concerned about trusting you with Chemo around. Especially in this forest, because we've all succumbed to it in some ways. Balance, hunger, what have you.
If you don't trust me, I don't blame you. I don't know how to control this. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I'm gonna say that it's the effects of the hunger. It's affected all of us in some violent ways. Look at Bull. He's more bold than usual. But until Chemo is no longer our charge, and I have a better understanding of what's going on with you, then when we take watch, I will be with you.
That's fair.
It's as much for your protection as it is the rest of the party and our passenger.
Okay, I get it.
And you guys spend the night breaking the tension and reconciling a bit. If anyone else says otherwise, that's your watch.
All right.
Who do you guys wake up? Second watch.
I'll wake up Bull.
Oh god.
A nice
It
slap to
sounds
the face.
Did you say you slapped me?
Yeah. I give you a slap to the face, and then I whisper in your ear, "That's for the ship." And then I.
You go to whisper in my ear, but as soon as your hand reaches my face, I do the same thing to you that I did to Wretch.
There's just a bunch of slapping going on.
Y'all are not nice people.
For the sake of brevity, you guys take turns slapping each other a little bit here and there, and then Bull readies himself for his night's watch. Bull, is there anything you'd like to do during your watch?
I'm by myself.
Yes.
Watch the world burn.
Oh boy.
What does that mean?
I assume he stokes the fire.
Yeah, the whole night I'm basically like, staring at the fire, poking it, feeding it, just like mumbling to myself.
Actually, yeah, looking at the fire, can you give me a discipline check?
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. 2 advantage.
Looking at the fire, the destructive power it holds is breathtaking. It reminds you of your god, Azralan, and your oaths. And you find yourself feeding the fire more. Is there anything you'd like to throw in there?
Wallaby's liquor, if he has any.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you kind of look through his pack a little bit, and it's mostly liquor. So you take his pack and you just right into the fire.
I throw them in one by one.
Okay. So the first one goes in and goes, woo! And everyone wakes up to the sound of the liquor just igniting as he Molotovs the campfire.
No.
Was that you?
I'm still throwing them.
I'm gonna stop him.
So you run over to Bull, or do you say
Yeah.
something? What are you doing?
I just yell, cut the shit. And stop him from, pull Wallaby's pack away from him.
Do you resist, Bull?
I don't pull against it, but I don't let go.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, both of you.
This may not go well for me.
6 and 3.
A triumph, 2 success, and 2 advantage.
It's not enough. However, you can choose to, with your triumph, if you would like to, deftly maneuver something out of the bag, or you can choose to just rip the bag open.
I'm gonna rip the bag between where Bull is grabbing it Like, just after where Bull is grabbing it. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? I have a sword. Yeah, I'm kind of sick of it, and so I just cut Wallaby's bag past where Bull has a hold of it.
You hear Wallaby go, oh, shit, guys!
Poor guy.
All right,
The
so
bones!
seeing
My
him
man!
draw his sword, Bull jumps up and pulls out his axe.
Okay. Yeah, Bull's whipping his axe out.
Ash.
What's going on, guys?
No.
Wretch? Emery?
Wait, I successfully cut the bag, right?
You still drew your sword.
Yeah, I did, and I immediately put my sword away, take one step back, and look at everybody around us.
I'm gonna try and use magic to
Like, I don't know.
lower the temperature, I guess. Just
Okay.
kind of like suppress emotion.
Okay.
Like, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm sick of being here. We have a mission to complete, and we need to get the fuck out of this place in one piece. I'm not here to fight you. I point at Bull. I point at every other member of the party as I say, or you, or you, or you, or you. Then I gesture broadly to the rest of the forest. And I'm not really here to fight that. But, given the choice, I would rather fight that and gesture again towards the woods. So, can we please, for one moment, for maybe a couple moments, moments in series, maybe for the next couple days, keep it together and relegate our violence to things that want to kill and eat us. And I believe, not a survivalist like you, Bull, not a survivalist like you, Emery, but I believe that throwing explosives into the campfire is extremely counterproductive to that goal.
Wretch, can you give me a magic check?
And do you want his answer before I reply to him?
I want to get Wretch it's Wretch's turn.
Alright. Channeling two yellows, two greens. And then that talent. Then ranks and discipline and advantage equal willpower. So I get 2 and 4. Okay. One triumph, 5 success, 7 advantage.
1 triumph. How many success?
5 success. That includes the, triumph
Okay.
one.
I would say with the triumph, you'll have to cast this spell continuously, meaning taking 2 strain each time you want to try this. But you give 10 seconds of clarity, meaning you remove temporarily all of the Call of the Hunger effects for 10 seconds for 2 people.
All right, Bull and Emery, pretty obviously. They are the most crazy.
Yeah, you guys are rocked by the feeling, by the repressive feeling temporarily being abandoned.
Oh my god. Ugh.
I'm chanting during this time, so I can't talk to you.
Yeah, it is like the difference between being absolutely shit-faced drunk and being 12 o'clock on a normal day, wide awake.
But that's when I'm usually drunk.
Nice.
I fall to my seat, basically sit on the ground and just hold my head for a second.
Oliver comes down and grabs you. Oh, sister, you haven't been right. Sorry, are you okay?
I'm fine now. Oh, never mind. And I put my head back between, because you said 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And put my head back between my knees like I'm about to puke.
You can concentrate on this though, if you would like. Wretch. That's what, I mean, it's good for 10 seconds, but if you'd like to keep it going, let me know.
Yeah, I was just gonna keep chanting while they figure their shit out for a bit, whatever it takes.
Yeah. So
And
you
look over at Bull expectantly, like, "How about you, buddy?"
So I swing my axe up over my head, but then bring it down into a stump right next to you. And I just kind of stand there with my head on the pommel of my axe.
Okay.
moment, you guys are yourselves.
Wretch is kind of doing that finger twirl of like, let's go.
Right, because he woke us up in the middle of his shift, which was second.
Yep.
That's fine, but you got to work out whatever you're going to work out because this shit's costing a lot of strain.
Okay, are we good? Are we done?
Go back to sleep. Bull says as he sits down back at the campfire.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back to my stuff.
All right.
Okay. And then what?
Wallaby
Wallaby kind of goes over and starts to salvage some of his stuff. And goes, ugh. Well, I guess I'm on second shift now. And sits down with a sewing needle to try to stitch up his back.
Clean cut, I hope that helps.
All right, things are winding down. I'll put another 10 seconds into it.
Okay. As everyone kind of calms down a bit, Oliver kind of patting brushing the hair of his sister. Chemo's up, kind of just eyeing from the background everything that's going on. You suffer a total of 4 strain. Total. From the casting of the spell, and then one more for each round going by, so to speak. But then you're going to go back to sleep?
Yeah,
And-
things seem wrapped up here.
And the night continues. Bull, eventually your watch is met with the snoring of all of the respective figures of the group. Is there anything else you'd like to do tonight?
I'm still going to be poking at the fire for the rest of the night, but that'll be the extent of it.
Okay. Your guys' emotional baggage sets back in. Who do you wake for the final shift?
So I walk over to Wretch, and I grab him by the breastplate, and I just kind of pick him up and like shake him.
What's going on? What's happening?
Your watch now. And I set you back down, and then I just walk away and lay down.
I felt like I just blinked. All right. I go see, is Wallaby still up or is he going back to bed? Because I figure he's still probably working on his
Yeah,
thing.
Wallaby's working on his thing, but he's probably going to turn in here soon.
Lovely. All right. So then it's just me, huh?
Yep.
Unless you wake somebody else up.
Yeah.
Chemo's
How
at
far are we
Doris.
from Ambrosia's camp?
On foot right now, you're probably about 3 days. Unless you guys huff it.
Okay. 3 days. Huh. I don't know if we're gonna make it 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely need to be gathering rations along the way.
I don't think that's what he's referring to.
Yeah.
You know,
You might be rations.
Hmm. All right, what to do? I mean, I guess I'm keeping watch. I let the fire die out.
Okay.
Is there any way, in any form, I can lessen their burden. Like, next couple checks,
Yeah,
just
I would
take
say
like an
that
extreme.
I would say that falls within your cantrip class. I would allow you to
Make some more tea.
I would allow you
That feels
to
a little metagame.
take well, one, you can make more tea if you happen to find the ingredients around and work with your survival specialist and whatnot to be able to do that. That's totally within your guys' parameters. You can also attempt to take the night's watch, and while you are doing your watches, you can attempt to ward off the effects of the hunger, and essentially you can take. I would allow you to take strain, like the following day. So, like after your long rest in the morning, when you've recovered all strain, this strain would be there. And basically, for every 2 strain, you could give one person a boost die for their hunger checks.
Okay. I like that option. So I'm gonna meditate, and while I'm doing that, so then give you your boost die, and you said 1 boost die for every 2 strain?
Yeah.
Okay. I focus on the 2 that are like frothing at the fucking mouth, and I will take 8 strain.
Hold on just a second, though. We already did our test for it this night, though, didn't we?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm warding off the future. So
Okay.
each of you, if I did my math right, Emery and Bull should get 2 boost dice apiece for their next one.
Okay, so let's just do it tomorrow night, so to speak.
Okay.
Right? So, yeah, don't worry about it right now.
Okay.
Okay, but you will need to take one of the night watches each night to do this.
Of course.
Okay.
I ain't no slacker. Alright, well, anyway, that's the rest of the night. I'll just keep watch on things.
Yeah, I would say you experiment with this kind of idea that kind of came to your mind. Is like, you can't hear this, but maybe you can kind of temporarily hold it at bay as you kind of match this mental invasion that is Cinder's godly commands here. And with that, the next day comes. Well, actually, tonight comes because you guys slept during the day. And it's the following evening. Go ahead and choose whether or not you're going to eat rations. Take a damage if you don't. Heal a damage if you do. And Emery, you should. You guys do need to be feeding Oliver, and one of you does need to be feeding Chemo, but Wallaby has his own stuff.
Can I scavenge for food?
Tonight while you're walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can attempt that. Yep.
I do have hidden storage.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Then, as you guys were moving up the last day, go ahead and what's your hidden storage check say?
Says once per day or encounter, simple survival check, find ingredients or crafting supplies. Oh, I guess it's ingredients or crafting supplies connect. So, equal to your success plus ranks in hidden storage. With rarity equal to advantage. So,
Did you want to do that? See if you can find some herbs
sure.
or teas and stuff. Okay.
I will, since I know what's his face, the rat.
What
The rat's just looking for herbs and stuff. If I could do that, and then look for food as well.
Yep. Are you looking for? So I'm gonna say that with this check, I'm gonna put, instead of it being a simple check, I'm just gonna add a purple die just because of it being the specific herbs that he's looking for.
Yes. Well, I figured you could tell me whether I found them or not based on the rarity.
Yep.
That I am.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Let's do that.
One success, no advantage.
One
So,
success, no advantage. Okay. You find some materials, but not what he's looking for
I
necessarily.
find one.
You can do one rarity, one ingredient.
Yeah.
One dandelion.
Can I roll for survival to try to forage?
So on this night, as you guys journey, you can do that, and Emery can do that just fine.
So
Yeah.
Bull's gonna be up front bushwhacking again, just so you guys are prepared.
Nice. All right, foragers, forage.
You know, for all the forest trekking we do, I did not think to get survival rank.
One
Yes, I
triumph,
did.
one success.
Okay. Ilya, what
Ah,
did you get?
fuck. I didn't get shit. Wait, hold on. Nope, horseshoe. Oh, yeah, I got a 0.2.
0.2. Okay. Emery, it's you end up going off the beaten path a little bit more than unfortunately. Bull has just been mangling things on the way, and Ilya has just been following in the tracks. Like he's like, I found something, and it's just like all beat to shit. But you go off the beaten path a little bit, and you manage to find. You can either find 4 days rations, or you can find 1 day's rations, and enough of the enough herbs for Wretch to make 1 kettle of his cozy time chamomile tea.
It is very cozy.
Your choice.
I'm almost out of. I only have 2 rations left. So you said
4 rations or 1 ration and the tea.
go with 1 ration and the tea.
Okay. And then Wretch, can you give me a vigilance check as you guys make your way?
All right. 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Was that a discipline check for me?
No, your check was your survival check. I just had Wretch do a vigilance check just now.
Okay.
Okay. Looking out and keeping in mind, and with all the noise you guys have been making, Wretch, you managed to spot it. There is a woman with very, very light skin. Appears covered in lavender tattoos with gray steel blue hair, smirking at you. She sits astride Shell, the gray direwolf that you guys encountered with your first introduction to the deep woods here in the woodlands. It's Feodora, one of the lieutenants of Ambrosia. And seeing her looking at you, you know the rest of her pack are probably within a very near proximity.
There are some finger guns.
In her culture, that's a threat.
Her mouth goes wide. You hear a bird call from her. And Emery and Bull, your ears perk up to this as you hear the customary hailing while very similar to the laws of chivalry, but kind of more of the woodlands take on it here. She's
I stop
greedy.
whacking.
I would have figured this land would have eaten you up and spit you out by now, Wallaby. It must be on account of your beautiful guides. Looking at Bull up and down, and then Emery as well.
I side-eye Bull like uncomfortably.
What'd you say her name was, Josh?
Her name is Theodore.
All right. I'm just checking to see if I know her or not.
You would know of her, but you wouldn't. You probably would be not. You give me actually. Would be a give me a presence check.
Well, I was just checking to see if she was in my backstory at all.
Oh, nope.
Okay.
We've met her, though. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, she caught us trying to climb a tree, and we did what we always do, which is we get ourselves into a hornet's nest because we're trying to be polite, and we're like, "Hey, do you know about this this Black Ops operation that only 3 people in the entire world are supposed to know about? Oh, by the way, our buddy Osama bin Laden, who's back from the dead, like kind of thing." And we ended up talking to her boss.
Okay, so does anybody say her name?
I'm just finger gunsing with increasing intensity. That's
All right, so that leads Bull to pointing at her and looking at you guys like, who the hell's this?
We have
Theodora, Bull.
met.
Says Wallaby, slapping you on the back, coming over. He bows before her. Your presence is as illustrious as ever, Theodore. Well met.
Okay, and then with me finally hearing her name, do I recognize the name?
Yeah, you would recognize her. She's a lieutenant to one of the overseers. She works for Ambrosia, essentially.
Oh. Okay, and with that, I just go, oh.
Full stop.
Hey, boss. Any chance we can get a ride to your boss? Because you're our boss, and you're great. And also, we're going to die out here. Don't want to go into too many details right now, but we're going to die out here.
Oh. Do you have information about the conflict that you'd like to share?
We have a task set to us specifically by Ambrosia, and it may have something to do with the conflict, but we were told to retrieve our charge here and bring him back to Ambrosia. And I swore to him that it would be unharmed. So, as far as I'm concerned, we have something to share with Ambrosia herself.
Yes, darling. I was there at the henge. Great job procuring this Darjon. I couldn't imagine what you've been through.
You really could not.
Well, rest assured you are within the graces of the come along. I'll escort you back to camp. It's very dangerous walking out, especially the further you get to Carnation. Why, soon enough, all the trees are gonna just uproot and swallow us whole. Unless Cain Valak, begins extreme measures. That's all talk for later. We'll save it for. And she gestures towards a couple of the other wolf riders who seem to be not like joining your company, but always within the periphery of your eyes, you can see one just out there somewhere, darting between the trees, constantly in motion, constantly checking things and maintaining a vigilant pace, using their snouts to gain the sense of anything that could be pushing around in this area. And with that, your trip continues. Does anyone have anything they would like to say amongst each other or amongst your new companions?
I'm going to tell Chemo. Promise to get you there alive, but I hope you understand that once we are in Ambrosia's presence, it's her house, and what happens is up to her, and there's only so much that I can do to protect you.
You seem to be talking. Sorry. You seem to be talking to me, but with the pleading in your voice, that look in your eyes, you seem to be consoling yourself. I may be consigned to death, and your decision is becoming more and more solidified.
No, Chemo, there's no consoling me. I know that the moment that I decided to bring you back to Ambrosia, I may be condemning you to death. But that's a decision that I have thought to make myself. And personally, make a point not to meddle in the affairs of this place. And perhaps you'll walk out of this just fine, but it's no longer up to me.
And from the back, you guys hear Bull cut in. We all die eventually.
I already died.
And we
You might get better.
do what we must.
You might get better, Chemo.
I hope you will offer me as much understanding in the days to come as I am offering you.
Well, it's like I told you. If your decisions come to harm my party members or you double cross us, I will kill you. Obviously, I don't need your permission to do that. I'm just making you aware of the stakes.
Stakes are high. Life is on the line. This whole wood is abuzz. Your very friends fight to maintain their minds. It is true. But would you rather be dead? I think not.
I didn't get that last bit.
Would you rather be dead? I think not.
Oh,
You don't know me.
I've been there. I think we all have. I mean, at least Emery and I have been there.
I was
Wasn't-
pacing
And
the
Rich.
stairs.
Wretch did get killed by the Birdman. I forgot about that.
No, I got pasted by stairs.
Oh, that's right. You willed yourself back into existence.
Yeah, Birdman can't kill shit.
Yeah, so Wretch brought
Hey.
himself and two other party members back to life. So really, life and death has a little bit different meaning to myself
Well-
and my compatriots.
Bull is the only OG left.
Yeah, you're the only
Nice.
person left who hasn't crossed the veil of death.
Badass.
Do not recommend it.
That's awesome. Okay. So you guys stop for the night. As you continue on with these folks, who all consumes rations? Ambrosia's group take on the responsibility of feeding Kima, as he's effectively been put into their custody. So y'all eat or you don't eat, and you take a damage instead. And
I eat, but I'm officially on rations.
I
I just think everybody should note that none of you saw Bull eat anything.
All right, but did he?
We saw you eat dinner when you were huffing and puffing.
I mean, tonight.
funny. Ambrosia's group has watches arranged for themselves. Do any of you want to take up a watch or no?
I'm going to, just because I want to be an active participant in my own safety.
Bull is gonna sleep all night.
Okay, does anyone take first watch?
do to meditate and make sure you guys don't kill each other.
Okay. As you meditate for the night, who do you give boost dice to?
Bull and Emery 2 apiece.
2 apiece. Okay. And then
8 strain, baby.
I need everyone to give me a discipline check. That's 8 strain onto the following day.
Yep, I've got it.
I'll upgrade a check with my.
Hey, I finally have dice to roll.
Oh, one success for advantage after all that.
4 success.
Well, Wretch,
Did I help?
Technically, yes, because the one die that I rolled a success on was an extra die.
You're welcome.
So it is 1 and 4.
A
Rex,
triumph
how about
for
you?
success, 3 advantage.
What did you get?
A triumph for success, 3 advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Extending your mind out. With the triumph, you realize something. I will allow you the opportunity to either, 1, understand a little bit more about the hunger itself, or 2, I would allow you to understand the effects on one of the 2 party members. Or on
The
one of the
hunger
4 party members.
itself.
Okay. You sensing what you're holding back off of your friends. What you feel, what you notice is that. Actually, see if I can find it. Rapidly scrolling through notes doesn't make you faster. Okay. When you guys first arrive, the extent of the hunger was maybe a faint nuisance. Some people were becoming hungry, some people were becoming restless, some other exhibiting traits like that. But over the days, it developed into a concerning trait. People were developing carnivorous appetites. They were becoming egotistical. And then as time presented itself even further, they become cruel and other threatening conditions. And now it seems that your comrades are becoming violent. Understanding that now, you know that while as time has been going, there seems to be a bit of to how awful these feelings are, how severe they are. And you note that your 2 of your allies are probably about at the current upper bounds. But as time has gone throughout the days, how much the hunger could push you to derision, to derision, and to really lose yourself has increased. So while you're while your allies are at the max right now, as far as how lost they are, they could be worse in the future if the hunger is allowed to progress. The hunger has been getting worse and worse and worse as Cinder has struggled with whatever he's struggling with.
All right.
Exhausted, you turn in for the night. Are you going to wake anyone for second shift, or are you going to rely on the wolves and the flame?
I'll take second shift.
Yeah, I'll wake
Okay.
up, Ilya.
Okay. Ilya, is there anything you would like to do over this next shift?
Yeah. I would like to shift my elemental affinity to fire.
Okay.
Spend time meditating and contemplating the subtleties of Azralam and his power, and will the intensity and the passionate life energy of fire into my blade.
Beautiful. With that, it emits. I would say it emits not as much light as a torch, but it definitely illuminates. You can use it to get your immediate bearings. If someone's immediately engaged with you, you probably don't suffer the effects of darkness. But you can't be like, lantern, you know what I mean? It won't give away your position that much. Like if it's in its scabbard, it won't reveal your location, sort of thing. It's not that bright, so to speak. But with that, yeah, your sword goes from its milky octarine to more of an amber.
Okay. So could I use that to start a fire potentially?
Yeah. Yep. You could do minor things like that. Yep.
Okay.
Anything else?
Um. No, I think that's good.
If no one wants third shift, we'll pick up on the following day here.
I'm
Okay.
fine.
All right. So you guys all wake up in the accompaniment of your new canine friends and your new Flayoon, and they guide you toward Ambrosia's camp. With their help, it takes you 2 days to cross the rest of this area and arrive there. So I'm going to need food rations for 2 days, and I'm going to need 2 hunger checks. I do not need hunger checks now that Wretch has kind of understood this. Bowl and Emery do not need hunger checks right now. It is, you guys are maxed out on the hunger traits currently. Let me know what you guys would like to do with those 2 days, and also we'll do the hunger.
I would
hunger
like
checks.
to do a survival check each day to try to get some rations.
Yep. Okay. Let's do the hunger checks first, quick. For
Okay.
Wretch and for Ilya.
2 in a row or just one?
What was that?
2 in a row or just one?
Let's do 2 in a row, and let me know if you're going to boost your friends, Ilya's.
Ilya's all right.
Okay.
A triumph and an advantage,
Okay.
and 2 success, 1 advantage.
Okay.
Okay. I got 3 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. And what was the second one?
Let me roll again. Two and 5.
All right. You guys are not afflicted by further effects of the hunger. Now, Ilya, you wanted to do some survival checks to see if you can forage for food.
Same.
Yep.
If
Okay.
allowed.
What was that?
If allowed.
Yep. You can both search for food. You can either stack your dice by if one of you has a higher stat than one or the other, you can take the best of both worlds, or one of you can add 2 boost dice to the other one.
I
And so-
roll 3 yellow.
I rolled 2 and 2 on my survival check, but should be like fine,
Okay, so he's
right?
on his own.
Okay, it's day 1.
You said 2 and 2
Then
for
yeah,
your first
day
check?
2 is 1 and 1. Yeah, and day 2 is 1 and 1.
Okay. You find 1 day's rations in that time. Emery?
A triumph and 5 success.
Okay. And the other one?
4 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. What do you have in your inventory for like weapons?
I have my staff. I have a hammer and a that's effectively a mace. And I have like a knife in my survivor's toolkit
Okay.
and a hatchet in my survivor's toolkit, but
Okay.
not sure quite what you're looking for, so just giving you all.
No, that's good. Moving along here in the feeding room, you manage to come across wild game. And while you came across this wild game, you put your hand onto the large ever tree next to you and felt into its bark and moved your senses into it and let loose a hail of large needles off of one of the branches, falling onto this large what are those tapirs, and pricking it to basically needling it to death and bringing it
Interesting.
back to the group. The whole of Ambrosia of the camp, between you and the Flayoon and the rest of the party, are able to eat warmly and have enough to cook up some meat for the trip, and even leave some strip steak out to dehydrate over the night. You eat bountifully, and with the leavings, I think you guys already did your rations for the 2 days or whatever. So with that, you come away with 12 days rations.
Nice. Half and half, sees bud. And if people need food, let me know.
Okay. That works for me.
Let me just say that Bull is watching that meat very intently.
You're welcome.
But he's not
Eat
going to
it.
say anything.
You can eat it. We found it. It's enough for everybody.
You found meat?
Yeah.
Or did you hunt meat?
I've got us taken care of.
He grabs like a steak and just starts eating it.
Eventually, you guys come to an old part of the forest And you can see an old evertree that has died some time ago and is leaned up against another one, causing damage to it. And in the clearing of the dead foliage from the evertree, you can see now a bit better with the light of the Stellarium that there is much goings on here. You pass by a huge beast, somewhere between the elephantine creatures that were something similar in size to the elephantine creatures that were herded by the centaurs outside, but shorter in profile and longer. One of them using large spikes on its sides to worm its way into the bole of a dying tree. You see a large tail with a fold out spike scratching away on the inside as it is being attended to by other Flayoon. And to Keknu, this massive thing of being a Grondager, described to you by Feodora. This area is most obviously the work camp currently set up by Ambrosia. And from the twisting rivulets before you, just beyond them, you can see a small hillock with red vines descending and muddling with a small brook. And on top of the hillock, there are stones seemingly set in a meaningful pattern, and all acts of life, all manner of life seems to be teeming in this place. Just outside your sight lines, seeing how dark it is here, but the night light of the ever vibrant Stellarium is just enough as you make your way in, and that is where we'll pick up next time, as you have made it to Ambrosia's.
Bull runs around, lights it all on fire.
No.
Buddy.